Hey everyone, Pessmore here and welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in two different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Don't say that backwards. Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed, whatever that means, I don't know. I hope it didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A what? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you're... Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, right? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? Yes. We have to play the cards we're dealt with, right? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Don't say that backwards. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... What is it, you sly bitch? I'm afraid you have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. That is not scientifically possible! What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yeah, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edwards' car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. Which trial is not messed up, okay? One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In doing so, get the fuck out of here, mouse. I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edwards apart. He sounds so on top of things. You say that he's actually a bottom. Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be admirable? Very well. Let the trial commence. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edwards, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? You mean Lana? Oh boy, things are getting wild from the get-go. Ah, this guy. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekin, sir. My occupation is, Selby murderer, sir. He's part of the special forces. Yeah, for a reason. Oh, case solved. Looks like you're innocent, Lana. Good for you. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Technically, police are professional killers. If you look at it from a certain point of view. Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. Bro, why are you saying this? I'll never kill anyone I spent so much money on this. I wonder if it still works. God damn it, that hurt my ears so bad. You've got to believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to do... Sir, I know you would like to call part of the younger generation, sir. I took my headphones off and I can still hear it from here. What more should I do? And I mute the game. A person whose actions adults cannot possibly comprehend. No, that's called a retard. Which is what you are, but still. Please, Mr. Edwards, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir? Give us your report of the crime. Now. Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I'm a little bitch boy. Can't fault it for a lack of enthusiasm. He's definitely a bottom. Like, he'll say he's straight, but the moment he's in that situation, yeah, he's definitely a bottom. And what's more, I don't think he'll even resist. I'm just saying. I mean, Edgeworth, he'll deny and shit, but he'll say he's straight, but then he won't even put up a fight. He won't resist. Okay? In fact, I think he will do it wholeheartedly, unfortunately, for him. He's just that kind of guy. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a sus man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, and I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Hopefully they didn't do anything else to you. You do seem like the kind of guy who will, not tell anyone about that. So the victim attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. Has your family considered shutting the hell up? I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. You knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin this cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Although it's not my normal duty... Oh, right. I already read this, right? Oh, whatever. Mr. Meekins, you work at the General Affairs Department, right? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Oh, boy. Oh, yikes. Now that's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That's my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very important mission. After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, right? Precisely, sir. I have one here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is, sir! I found it! This is the one right here. Would you please read us a number? Yes, sir! It's that number! I see. Huh? But the number is shown as being used twice. Please explain, bitch. It's no real mystery, sir. First time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during that second time when... Yes, sir. That's when I spotted the man on the security screen. Okay, nice. Let me just check the thing out a bit. Oh wait, no, this ain't it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Checks out. So you were attacked. Could you tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. You should not say that in front of people who can cut your salary, I'm just saying. That's like saying to my boss that I'm incompetent as fuck. Even though I am. I mean, I'm not hired. I know I'm unemployed, but still. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. Honestly, I would too. I grabbed the man by his collar. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look like the type, sir, but I'm into kung fu films, sir. So you're like Chie Satanaka from Persona 4? The man let his guard down for an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. No, I just realized Chie is into karate, not kung fu. I mean, easily confused. They're so easily confused that the Karate Kid movie starring Jaden Smith, instead of, you know, despite it being called Karate Kid, he's taught kung fu. So dumb. Why do I even remember that movie even? Why did I watch that movie? Must have been Jackie Chan. He took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. That's not what they do, but okay. I see. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched him right in the face, sir! After what? About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how the hell am I supposed to know? Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was 5:30. He hit me right in the head too. I woke up crying tears of pain. I mean, it's nice to hear that you recovered. When I came around though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned it to the entrance before things got out of hand. I'm pretty sure they already did at that point. Well, we can all rest easy now. Yeah, the Blue Badger's safe. The world is saved. Because if that thing dies, who knows what would happen? Maybe the evil eldritch horror trapped in it would bring about the end of the world. Did I don't remember smoking anything. Did I smoke something? I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins. With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me this morning, sir. The chief delivered it? What is that? A videotape. Yes, sir. That is absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera to the evidence room. Frickin' tapes? I forget how old this game really is. Flip phones. Tapes. Cassettes, I think? I don't know, I don't remember cassettes. Maybe that comes on a later case. What's next? What's next? I'm trying to think what's next. Whatever. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. And was told it has been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. That's the only thing I'm really good at. Same. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. Video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Oh, that's scary. Oh shit. Okay. 4,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Damn, all that happened in 5 to 6 seconds? Holy shit. I gotta take off my headphones before I continue. Okay. Can't get over that expression, honestly. He looks like he's 2 seconds away from shitting himself. Or maybe he is currently shitting himself. You never know. Especially with these kind of people, honestly. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? Play video games? I don't know. What the fuck is that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that's the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room, and some sort of activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, bitch boy? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker. What's a locker? I don't know. The locker, which required his fingerprint to do so. The locker he opened is unquestionably Goodman's locker, sir. I'm so glad I took off my headphones. To all of you ignorant fools who refuse to take off your headphones with this little bitch boy around, I feel sorry for you. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint? Every detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to be Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin this cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I'll have to start. Yeah, I had to find them first. Good luck, me. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, you must label people as having seen or not seen that man's face. I believe it will classified as the latter. The latter? Well, you were standing right in front of him, right? More to the point, you are the person who fought him, right? Oh yes, sir. But I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. To be honest, you don't want to be looking at the face, you should be looking at the chest area, right? I don't know. I am someone who lost every fight he's been in, so don't listen to me about fighting advice. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you know. Ah, okay, so you're autistic. Same, buddy. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. I mean, you'd be surprised. Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. You don't deserve the badge, honestly. Because honestly, your autism is so bad. Like, so bad. Okay. But you don't know that for sure, right? You never actually saw his face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, you must label people as being seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Meekins! Having been shown a questionable video at best, we're not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir? You claim the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you're positive it was him. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I tried all kinds of methods in the past. For what purpose? Why? They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he tried. If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must have been the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly! And this too. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir. From the people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. You know, I don't have any romantic troubles because I hadn't even started. I'm not sure if that's a trouble in of itself, but hey, you know, you can't have a problem if you don't even, like, you know, have the source. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a bit more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his fingerprint. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The guy's face. Sir, if I may say something, sir, please do. After all, you're the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important to the case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the finger lock. The print, whatever. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. Footage doesn't lie. That is, until the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security footage? Yes. Regarding the video contained on the tape, there's one thing in peculiar that's rather strange. Strange? Dr. Strange. This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? The video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I propose we have the defense point to us in this alleged contradiction in the video. He wants me to point it out? Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the videotape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. I have to point out the problem in the video. This is the first time I ever had to do that. You can do it. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching the video. I'm going to replay it 20 to 69 times. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction? Okay, yeah. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins? Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand, the locker... Why is the music still playing? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprints. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this. Hello. How do you do, blue bitch? Badger? when the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind to a little earlier. Here, notice the light. What's this? It's already lit? Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already opened before the victim grabbed the handle. Why are you scared? Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? I don't know, but I'm saving just in case. It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know! It must have broken down! Of course, I'm not an expert in this. Yeah, I can tell because of how old you are. Frickin' fossil. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor will detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, just go to show and officers should keep their mouth shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me? Yes. You. Me? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. Yeah. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system's sensor. Something jammed the sensor. Say, there's something else that seemed out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. The locker was unlocked, Mr. Wright. Please point out the cause? Can we just say this thing did it? Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Did I get it right? I don't know. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience these things fall out of doors when doors are open. Whatever. I often fall out and roll. We can't be sure the item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Why? Staring into my soul. Well, if I had one. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. Just like my necktie. Two out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. For the defense, please present the relevant evidence. Yeah. What is it? It is my... Nah, just joking. It is the rubber glove. found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. We can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir! It appears so, sir! Order. So are we to believe that the victim, whom this witness stabbed, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated the possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video is indeed Goodman. The prosecution offers one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Oh, is this a joke? Yes. Very well. Begin your testimony. There's one thing that proves the man was Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective has used his card. An ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID card is used at 514, so that is that of the victim. Just before the crime, huh? Yes, without a doubt that is his ID card. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so people using this room? This is particular evidence. My reading, no. This particular evidence room is only used for storing special cases. Special cases. Extremely violent cases, including police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There are only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Let's move on to the cross-examination. So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid? Yes, sir. Solid as a rock. If my hand weren't wrapped in this bandage, I'd even give the V for victory sign. You can do that with your other hand. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second. Is that card hanging from your neck one of the ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I don't ever forget it. But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time, it's my ID that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card... Maybe I just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer has one card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Miss Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. Not the prosecutor again. Maybe he's behind this. Being a is that Man in Blue the murderer? You got the wrong color, kid. Let's see. The Inquiry Committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. No, he has a really cool car, okay? Meanwhile, I have to get here on a bicycle or something. I don't know, I only watched the Ace Attorney anime bloopers, not the actual anime. Yeah, it's very strange, I know. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked him to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There won't be any reason to draw a knife. But maybe he just panicked? Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? Problem with his ID card testimony is too far obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. You're thinking too hard on it. Come on, let's show them what we got. I do not know what you're talking about. Wait, what? Wait one moment, bitch boy. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report. It's only half completed, but it shows that he had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something has to be his ID card, correct? Exactly. Okay, I can't say for sure, but it is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Goodman was not carrying his card. Order. Order! So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekin encountered in the evidence room was not Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Order. Order! Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, bitch. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's arguments. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room, Officer Meekins, encountered was not Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far? Yeah? What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murderer in the evidence room is also a fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instance of the murder. That is... Well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed so content, to be pointing your finger around. That isn't going to end well. Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to, such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in the video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the murder. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Sky. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendants used the murder weapon. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly is the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else, Lana. What do I do? How do I get out of this mess? Save. Object. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not, but I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas bitch to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, who do you have in mind? Someone we have a reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person who you speak of would have to testify. What is his or her name? Huh, this is new. Never had to do this before. Gumshoe! Wait, can I pick the wrong option? Or... I'm not even gonna bother asking you why. I haven't seen a more blatant stall tactic in my entire career. Mr. Wright, Do you even remember what you said this morning? You know about your trump card. That's right. Those bloody fingerprints we found in the evidence room. Okay, yeah. I know who it is. It's Jake Marshall. I was just fucking around. Officer, Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. I don't know what that means, so okay. Well, the prosecution, please prepare the witness during this time. Yes, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana! You're the one who knows everything! Emma, you've always known everything! Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you! I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. I mean, you are, but I mean, whatever, you know? Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait! Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh. You mean this, right? My apologies, detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? Never in a million years would I thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here. You might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the Chief Prosecutor, were a witness in the case. Miss Sky was a witness? Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I brought you the stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma? But why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know, unless... No, it cannot be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark K killings. I'm just gonna say dark. The Joe Dark... Oh no! It's over with! No! Emma, wait! She ran away. You know what? I just remembered. Gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Bye. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Diamond Gant, Miles Edgeworth, not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to this. Everyone involved in the case is connected to the killings 2 years ago. This can't be a coincidence. Knowing you might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. Better take a good look at this file. Can I? Okay, I can. Okay. Perpetrator, Joe Dark. Serial murder, death. Wait, Neil Marshall? Edith Kirby. Okay, so they're witnesses. Okay. I still have no idea what's going on. Ooh, to be continued, huh? Well, I did not expect that last part, huh? Looks like Emma was involved. When she was 14. God damn. Okay. And I can see that it's possible that Jake Marshall's brother got involved in it. So maybe that's like a motive for Jake Marshall to do his thing. Though I don't know why it involves killing the person who investigated it. Maybe Jake Marshall is Jake Dark in disguise! I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Or maybe something else. I don't know. Who knows, man? But you know when we'll know? In the next episode, I think. Anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of production in this, huh? A lot of better production than in the previous 4 cases. Like in the first 4 cases, there weren't any video, but now there's video. Okay. Well, there's probably gonna be more video in the later games, huh? Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for watching my playthrough of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night.